today. Today's drawing is the rhinoceros. The rhinoceros and the gecko. It was great fun. It was very fun. It was just like starting off the drawing. I just wanted to have a big stripe of black and then work from something, and it worked off to be a lovely drawing. It was a lot of fun. A very messy, crazy drawing of a rhinoceros and a gecko. So I hope you'll enjoy today's drawing. Thank you very much for coming in. Enjoy the drawing. Hello. We're going to do some inky mess today. The best way to start is to start. If you think too much, you lose your desire to do something. And that's just a fantastic start already. I'm already feeling it. I'm already feeling this. Lovely. Perfect start. That's starting to get some nice yeah. Right, okay, I've got a nice idea. I've got a nice idea. This is going to be a bit of fun. This is going to be a bit of fun. In fact, as my idea comes in, this lovely, I'm reminded by a very sad story about, I'm thinking about maybe doing some kind of rhino or some kind of unicorn or something with a horn. Let's see how let's just see. Let's see how it comes along. I'm reminded by a story of I think it was the white rhino, and it was basically, he was one of the last ones, and he was just kind of wandering around lonely, and it's such a dreadful feeling. And I'm thinking that maybe this would be a lovely excuse to draw a rhino. We can get lots of wrinkles in there if we can. I'm not going to make it a sad drawing, that's for sure. I'm going to make it something nice and fun. Hopefully. Just get the finger in there. Just bring that down. It's always quite this is not part of my like daily duty, as it were. My you know, as an artist, I have to do my jobs as everybody else. I need to illustrate books, and I need to do illustrations for commission. But this is just when I have my time to relax, when I have my time to kind of just draw what I want to draw, and just let the mind just kind of roll, and that's when I get my greatest pleasure. You know, I'm the same as every other artist. I need to draw what people want. You know, people come to me and say, can you draw a poster for some kind of festival or something? And I say, yep, of course. We need it by such and such a date. And I say, okay. and that's the way life is for many artists, you know. But I'm taking this time and this kind of moment with these YouTube videos to kind of relax. Relax and just let the mind kind of roll. Let it just kind of come alive a little bit. Bit too thick. And in that case, you know, a lot of times it gets to a stage of being very, very exciting, the way that life can just... I mean, the way that your mind is already full of so many ideas and so many thoughts, and when you sit down to actually do something, it just becomes incredible. Sometimes I have no idea what I'm going to draw until it appears in front of me, or I'm sitting here in front of a blank piece of paper and thinking, wouldn't it be nice if... And that's lovely, because like with these type of YouTube sessions, it's just as exciting for me as it is for I guess for people watching. I have no idea really what I'm going to come up with, and that always kind of inspires me, because that kind of makes me feel that my mind is alive and my mind is kind of constantly moving and exploring, and I love that. I love the fact that my brain is alive and full of its own ideas, and I find that the power of your own imagination then is really, really exciting. That you could sit there and think of all these things, and for them to come out. So it's going to be some kind of old rhinoceros. Already I think it's I'm liking the feeling of it. I'm gonna have to do something there with his mouth, 'cause I don't want to have a big space there. I want to kind of, maybe I can kind of bring that over and kind of make that into some kind of happy grin. That would be really nice. Some kind of grinning old rhinoceros. I've always been very interested in animals anyway. I guess as an artist you naturally have that interest. I think you know, as an artist you end up drawing tigers and painting tigers and elephants, and I think that's just kind of part of your artist DNA, if you want to call it that. I think it's a lovely part of the world where you just kind of, you see birds and you see animals, and it excites you to draw them and paint them. I mean, I've always said that I do kind of feel I'm extremely lucky to be an artist. Extremely lucky to have that freedom. It really is a luxury of life to be able to just open your mind and let it go. You know, for many cases it's kind of like I mean, you know, it's kind of like you're just opening your mind, and whatever that thought is, you're kind of drawing it out. And it's beautiful that you can kind of share that with people. How does that look so far? Cool. Thank you for all the people that have been sending in comments on YouTube, and I think it's something like 110 hours of my drawing has been watched. 110 hours, wow. 110 hours. I mean that's just amazing, you know. And you know, back to what I'm trying to think about basic shapes. I've got a nice little circle going on there, and I've got a kind of an egg shape going on there, and that's, you know, again, I'm trying to keep my drawings not too complicated for people, not too complex. So I'm hoping that people can kind of, it'll help you kind of free your mind a little bit when you're looking at what I'm doing. I try to keep my mind as loose as possible. That's, you know, it's probably part of the reason why I can talk and while I'm drawing, you know. It's because I'm just kind of letting my inner self do the work, you know. I'm just kind of drawing whatever I feel. Should I do more wrinkles here? Should I not? And it's just a decision that my mind will make, and I'll just follow it. And that's a beautiful part of doing art this way, that you just kind of let yourself go, and you shade where you want to shade, and you change your mind where you want to change your mind. No one's dictating what you should be doing, and that's cool. That's working out. I was asked if I had any, had been to art school or had I any formal training. No, I've never been to art school. Art school's great for some people, but I didn't really want to be taught by somebody. I wanted to kind of feel. I wanted to kind of learn it from my own existence, if it were, you know. I want to kind of see something and think, how can I draw that? How could I make that beautiful? I'm just going to change over to a brush here because I feel like I need to balance those lines. I've kind of got a darkness there and a darkness, and I need a darkness there. I need something to kind of support that. And so I'm going to bring in some darker, thicker lines there, almost like the sun is behind him. And I want to try and get something about there. That looks good. You can see now that that's balanced off there across as I'm doing that. I might even be tempted just to add a little bit. And so yeah, I always kind of felt like, kind of without being any formal training, kind of give me a lot of self kind of belief and self strength. I mean, it works for some people. I've seen some, you know, I mean, there's obviously a lot of artists that have been to an art school or had some kind of training, and they're incredible. You know, they are amazing. But I've never felt that it would be right for me, because I mean, I'm a little bit too headstrong anyway. Dear, 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 look at that. Just broke a nib. It's okay. Throw it on the side, pick up a different pen. I break a lot of nibs, so it's not really anything to worry about. And again, don't worry about stuff like that, breaking a pen or you know, we're trying to enjoy this journey of what we're doing and enjoy the process. It would be lovely if I could. Oh, I've already done that so high. I was thinking I could have put a bird on the top of on the back of his hump. Would have been beautiful, but what else could I put in there? Maybe I could put in. That's an idea. What about if I was to put like a little lizard or something on his back? Ah, that would be fun. Some kind of crazy wide-eyed lizard. Now that would be funny. That would be a very cute little idea. You see, that's what's so fabulous about drawing this way, that you just kind of think of something. Oh man, that would be funny. That would be cool. That would be, and you can just add it. Let's give him some kind of wonky eyes a little bit. And we could just draw like a little kind of gecko type thing, a little kind of lizard. Let's give him a bit of a wonky smile. That's his little tongue hanging out there. But no, you know, being taught, if you can find somebody who inspires you, and then it's great. Go for it. You know, I think a lot of things have changed in these kind of modern times. I think back when I was a young lad, there wasn't really that many. I mean, apart from art teachers at school, which I. Oh dear, if you're my art teacher when I was at school, I'm sorry. I wasn't really the nicest kid to teach. I really just wanted to do what I wanted to do, and that was dreadful. But I remember one of my art teachers, and I won't give the name, but kind of saying, don't be, you know, don't be stupid. You'll never do anything in comics, and you never do anything in animation, and or, you know, very, very negative, and that was lovely, because when I did go on, and I remember going back to my school, and I was wearing my Disney jacket, you know, Disney crew jacket, and I went back to school, and that was kind of cool, you know, walking around showing my art teacher my Disney jacket. That did feel good. You didn't believe I would do anything in animation. You'd never believed. And then I kind of turned up with this very swish Walt Disney Studios jacket. That did feel good. I mean, I was only 17. Give me a break, you know. I was only 17 years old when I was doing all that. So it was kind of like I kind of felt a little bit like king of the castle, you know, as you do when you're 17. And it was a great achievement. I mean, don't get me wrong. And I did feel good by at least kind of showing her that I'd got the job, and then more than the fact of just kind of make her feel good or bad or whatever. It was more about the fact of you know, stop judging people. You know, stop being so negative about young kids. You know, you should let kids have their dream, have their moment, have their, you know. There's nothing more kind of sad as when you meet people and you say, what did you want to be when you was a kid? You know, and they look at you and they say, I wanted to be a dancer. I was like, wow, did you become a dancer? No, my uncle or my mum or my dad or whatever didn't believe in me and wouldn't let me do it, and so I never believed in myself. Or that's just very, very, very sad, you know. So, you know, when my kids talk about their dreams, I always say, fabulous, go and do it, you know. Dad, I want to be a dancer. Dad, I want to be an astronaut. Dad, I want to be a whatever. Dad, I want to be a crocodile. I remember my daughter saying that. What are you going to be when you grow up? I want to be a crocodile. And that was actually the inspiration for my books. That sentence, believe it or not. That was the book. Can you see that? And that little girl was my daughter, and each time she has a different animal. And this one it's a bat, and she has a flamingo, and she has a cow, and all the time she has this dream of all these different animals. And I was kind of sitting at breakfast with my daughter one day, and she said she wanted to be a crocodile, and I thought, yeah, that's amazing. And I thought, and that kind of inspired me to do the book, and I love doing that book. It actually became a TV series. Yeah, probably very difficult to find it these days, but it was a TV series, and we had all the animation for it, and I loved it. I became a writer on the show, and I was designing all the characters, and it was just an incredible time in my life. You know, when you kind of your dreams come true, and that's an incredible feeling when you have a dream to do something and it comes. So never give up on your dreams, and never give up on other people's dreams, you know, especially when it's your kids. When it's your kids, believe in them. If they have some kind of interest in being a singer or a dancer or a crocodile, believe in them. Support them. You know, I always said to my kids, I don't care too much about what you want to be. You know, what job you want. I don't mind what job you do. I don't want in 10 years' time for you to come back and say, oh, I wish I hadn't have done that. But at the same time, I really do wish one day that they will come back and say that they're happy. You know, Dad, I became a whatever, and you know what? I'm so happy I did. That would give me the greatest pleasure. I've got 2 kids, and well, they're not kids anymore, and they're the most important people on earth. I love them like crazy. And I'm really hoping that when we sit down and talk, they'll be able to say, I'm happy. I'm so happy I did this and I did this, and thank you believing in me for this. And if my kids are watching this video right now, I love you very, very much, both of you. I mean, kids these days are really amazing anyway. I mean, you know, when I was at school, I mean, you know, I was like a potato or something, you know. I mean, I was a very simple kid. I had this dream to have my own animation studio and be a modern Walt Disney. It was my kind of, I want to be Walt Disney when I grow up. I want to be, and I set up my own studio, which was a dream come true. But that, you know, I was a massive dreamer when I was a kid. So, you know, so by me still drawing now at my age, I feel that is my success. You know, not the fact that I made a studio, not the fact that I made my own animated cartoons and books, but my success is the fact that I'm still doing it, and I still love it. I still love it as much today as I always have, and that I feel is a success. Bring in some kind of grass. Maybe just kind of walking out of it. So there's that little gecko's kind of fun, isn't he? Can you see that? My name is KIERON Seamons, and I hope you all follow on and watch a lot more of my drawings. There's lots. I think there's over 500 videos now. Can't believe there's 500 videos. Some of them are great. Some of them are a bit dodgy. Some of them are not very good drawings. Some of them are really surprisingly good drawings, but the thing is that they're all very free. You know, they're just a very free flowing style, and I really do like that. That's nice. So let's get my name down the bottom. And choose a nice different pen. And that is our Rhino today. Rhino and a Gecko, which I think is kind of fun. And as always, thank you very much for watching. And like I said, there's like 500 videos there, so I'm sure you will find something that you love. And if you like anything special, let me know, and I'll put some of the prints on my Etsy shop. have an Etsy shop where I sell some art prints and things like that. So let me know if there's something that you particularly love, and I will get some prints made up. There's lots of prints there anyway. You might find something on there. So there we are. Today's drawing is the Rhino and the Gecko. So thank you very, 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 very much. Hello. Thank you very much for joining me today. And I hope you'll go on and watch some more videos. Thank you very much. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye. Just to let you see that before you go. Go up and see, like, bit of a close-up. Thank you very much. See you again very, very, very soon.